Hello everybody, welcome back to 12 Days of Reindeer Games. I'm Andrea Patrick. I'm so excited you're here. Just a little bit of reminder, I know it's day 10, but I want to make sure that you remember exactly how you could potentially win some of the prizes that we're giving away this season. First thing is you have to be subscribed to my channel. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button now, click the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Next, there is a question of the video. You have to answer the question of the video correctly and you will also be in compliance. And then lastly, that question comes at the end of the video. So make sure you watch until the end. Pay close attention to what the reindeer are doing throughout the video so that you don't miss that, because that's always a part of the question. All right, guys, let's go ahead with today's message. We're talking about brand communication. Have you heard of it? Do you know what it is? Well, let me give you my version. First of all, brand communication is not just verbal, it is also nonverbal. So the pictures that you choose for your social media, the way you create your content also speaks volumes to who you are and the type of information you're sharing, as well as your credibility. Next, your verbal communication is very important because tone matters, the way you say things matter, the way you put your words together need to be persuasive. They need to speak a narrative that is relatable to your audience. So yes, your verbal communication and your nonverbal communication is very important. It's about what you say and how you say it. Now next, when it comes to brand communication, is in order for you to get the right message across and really relate to your audience, you need to understand how your niche is communicating. So what are they saying? Okay, that is so important. You have to listen, watch, pay very close attention to how they are communicating as well. Their communication is both verbal and nonverbal. If you find they are not engaging with you on social media, if you find they are not clicking the button, these are all types and forms of communication that you need to listen to and make adjustments for. If they are telling you in your research for your niche that they are looking for certain types of information, if they are sharing with you different questions and you see they are not being answered in groups, that is them communicating a need, and I would suggest you help them to find the answers and to solve their problems. So just like I said, if you are communicating with your audience, you want to hear what it is they are saying as well, because it's going to help you really reinforce how you can help them as you're meeting them where they are. Now, inside Project CEO, we talk about this a lot because it's really important for you to understand who you are and make sure that you are operating within your own personal framework so that you can show up as your best self with your audience. You can do and be your best. All right, let's move on to point number 3. What is being lost in translation? Communication, like I said, is both verbal and nonverbal. I can attest to the fact that if you are not sure about what it is your niche is really thinking of the services and the products that you provide, or if you're not really sure how they're using your services and products to do better and be better, you may run the risk of feeling like you don't have the social proof to actually go out and sell your product or your service. Well, I can promise you that if you are to communicate with your niche, actually ask the appropriate questions, get involved with some of their struggles and really help them to see that you relate to their problems, then your communication with them will be clear. I know you heard marketers say this in the past. It is so true. You need to understand your niche. You need to make sure that what you're saying to them about your services and products are not being lost in translation. So it's about how they hear, receive, interpret what it is you're saying. So the first two that I shared with you, what you're saying and what they're saying, is very important because you don't want those two types of communication to be lost in translation. So make sure you understand what your audience is looking for, what their needs are, and make sure your message to them, your brand communication, is very clear based on what you've heard them looking for and your epiphany moment, how you can meet them where they are and have conversations with them and engage with them in a real way. All right, guys, so that does it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you take a little bit closer look to your own brand communication and make sure that your verbal and nonverbal communication is clear and concise. Now it's time for the question of the video before we head over to see what those reindeer are going to be sharing with you as a prize today. All right, now the question of the video. Number 1, what were the reindeer doing throughout the video? And then also I want to know, I mentioned my project CEO. What did I say you should apply to make sure that you are doing and being your best and you're showing up as your best self confidently? All right, that is the question. Leave the answer in the comments below, and your name, if done correctly and you are subscribed, will be entered into our drawing for the prize of the day. All right, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day number 11. Bye, guys.